Hi, guys, welcome back in my weekly podcast Dominion. My name is Dark Fairy, and today with me is Bartosz. And we met many, many years ago. Hi.
Hi, nice to meet you again. And
Yes.
first time on this side of. This time you are the show host.
Yes, because as I mentioned, we met many many years ago, and actually we was working together. Like you had some projects with some music clips, with some auditions, artistic projects, and I was participating in this.
I think the origins of our relation is it all started like long time ago when we were like
Yeah.
early 20s
Oh
and
yes,
doing a lot
definitely.
of side jobs. I think I was working in some moody club at Praga district in Warsaw.
Yes, very
And yeah,
yes,
we're
yes.
doing
It was cool.
yeah, but we're doing very like imaginative parties. And if I remember, you were like pro pole dancer these days. Like
Yes,
you were
yes.
doing amazing things on the pole. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. At the time, I was professional, like I was practicing professionally dancing for a few years. It was a very cool time. Yes,
Yeah, I remember
I loved it.
these nights when you were coming to the club for a show, and I was imagining that I'm kind of like Kevin Costner in Bodyguard, like
Oh,
going with you behind, like to the stage, and I was like so proud that I can do this little thing, like making
yes.
alley to for you to go.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can see this.
Yeah, so like it's I think more than decades since then. Maybe don't tell. I will not tell anyone how many years exactly, but
Something like this. Yeah, no, most definitely. Yeah, because Tomek was very, very young at the time. So more than 10 years,
and
for
I
sure.
and I think you wasn't using your dark fairy persona these days.
No. I was, when I was a dancer, I was just Dominica, like my name.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this persona for dominatrix uh, came to me a few years after.
And that's an interesting thing for me, like how it's developed, how you developed it, and how this persona was creating, like inside you, step by step. What was the start, the idea?
So, like, I was always amazed by all this word, BDSM and domination, especially female domination. I remember for me, as for a little girl, like I saw this topic somewhere, some movie or something, and I was so thrilled by this. Like, it was so powerful and so amazing. Like, I don't know if it will sound good or not, but like from very, very early age, I understood that I am not judging any actions, like for example, like some sexual or some I don't know, social behaviors or so. So I was very open-minded even before I understood for what I'm open-minded as a child. And this image of a woman who can be so powerful and so free and everything, it was so amazing. So yeah.
And I think that was one of the things that connected us, that we weren't judging in some particular things. Maybe in few others we are still, but in
Yeah.
this most important, I think, for us cases, I'm thinking about areas where a lot of people just don't understand us. For example, because we are a bit.
No. For me, like if you're not hurting anyone, like directly, and anyway, like it's flexible subject. So like, what's to judge? Like if you're just doing some things differently than I, or more crazy way or less crazy way, like no, it shouldn't be like that. Yeah.
And beside of this being open-minded, like why this way? Why this part of BDSM world? And because now when I'm talking with you about being a dom, and you are telling me about all these things like spirituality, philosophy of being dominatrix, or of being a submissive, and it's a lot of lore behind it.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I know very little about your beginnings.
So, like it's as I mentioned, like I was very amazed by the subject. It was somehow very deep down in my memories. I don't think that it was leading me somehow very strongly. This memory of this female dominatrix, beautiful woman. But like when I started growing up, I started to looking for like I understood that I want to create people's fantasies, and I was thinking about going into like some events organization or so, and I tried. I had also my event agency, for a few years, but it wasn't exactly like the way how you doing this was not what I was looking for in this
Not your cup of
experience.
tea.
Yeah, like it was too boring, like too plain, and then somehow this idea about sex work came.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I had some tries already because yeah, I was dancing pole dance
Mhm.
in a nightclubs professionally. Then I had this agency and everything, but I understood that like creating these things a little bit closer to the most wild desires is giving me much more satisfaction.
Yeah, and it's funny because like from totally different sides, but we both realized that femdom is something that we want to do to make people happy. Like
Yeah, like yeah.
because now I'm working for you, like, but from the other side, making content, and I
Yeah.
also have this feeling that, you know, I was looking all my life, and now I know I want to do this.
Yes, because you know, like the main idea, like the main vision from people about this fandom is that Dom, she don't care about her subs at all, like they have to serve her and everything. But actually, that's not true. Like the best relations, which I know also from examples around me, from some other doms who have these subs on daily basis and everything, those are relations which are built on a common sympathy, on common trust, a long relation. And so actually this fandom, it's really like giving a joy. I know how joyful it is for these guys who have chance to surrender to me, who have chance to serve me. And for me, like dancing around the subject, it's like so really like so joyful. It's so cool thing to do in this way. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really fascinated about this, and because, as you know, it's my dream to live in a female-led world in matriarchy and don't have the hardest work to do, like work in a coal mine. I
Okay.
prefer making content for you.
Yes,
But,
yes.
you know,
You're safe. You're
but
safe.
also I'm aware that it takes more than words to earn this in matriarchy.
Yes, and a lot of time, unfortunately, still. But we're working on it.
Yeah, but it's inspiring to see how you work, because yeah, it gives some safe space inside that
Yeah.
in this world nobody gets hurt, or maybe sometimes if someone likes or if someone is behaving bad.
You know, actually, this fandom is amazing tool to bring back this matriarchy to the world because, like right now, it's more and more popular, also in the mainstream. So people are more and more acceptable about BDSM in general. I mean, and this dominatrix, this female lead relation when guy is submissive and a woman is dominant, it's also becoming a very big part of all this narration. And actually, it can be a very cool tool to remind people how it can be.
Yeah.
And especially that a lot of guys who coming for sessions, for example, are rather very powerful people.
Yeah.
And for them, it's like resting and everything. But we was talking about it other time. So actually, yeah, like this all kinky femdom stuff may save the world.
I hope so. But for me, a bit fucked up thing is that for some men, it's easier to accept this female leading
Yeah.
in this hardcore way, like BDSM and masochism, even. But they can accept it in like everyday situations, like
Yes,
in work,
yes,
in home.
yes,
It's
yes.
a big
Yes.
problem still, I think.
Yes, that's true. Because, like, like, for me, actually, masochism is more, it's more like a kink, like a fetish. While being submissive, it's about who you are by your character.
Yeah.
So you can be like the biggest, the most crazy masochist in the world, but you can have absolutely zero of submission inside you.
And is it possible to mix these two two
Yes.
personalities inside you, like being submissive and being in control of things, like how
Yes,
you
of
look at
course,
it.
because it's working like you choosing what you submit to.
Yeah.
It's not like you becoming submissive in general, that your character is changing, that you're losing your strength just because you submit to a woman in your life.
I think it gives me strength, not that.
Actually,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So like that was my next point. Like you're not because you're surrendering to this femininity, to this female lead situation, energy. And actually you're drinking from it, like you're growing from this, because this feminine wisdom and everything, it's leading you and letting you becoming a better version of yourself, because you have very cool motivation. Doesn't mean that you becoming submissive outside. Actually, it's quite opposite. You're becoming much more sure about yourself, much more aware of yourself. So by this, obviously, like next step is just to be even more manly man, but in this like real and the best sense, not this toxic masculinity or some stupid shit. Like really being wise and yeah, and just a good man.
I think this toxic masculinity, which in some ways I think I have a bit still left in me, and I'm in most parts I'm fighting with it. But for me, like not accepting even the thoughts about giving control to women or to anybody is more insecure than giving it. Like,
Yes.
so it's not strength. It's not strength for me. It's
Yeah.
fear.
Yes, but you know it's working the same, like actually in both directions. Like if you have like a man who's submitting to a woman, or a woman who's submitting to a man, like because there's also such dynamics and such relations. I'm actually watching on Instagram a very cool couple. They are recording podcasts about the relation. She is submissive, and he's like a master, but he explaining extremely much that it's like not about actually BDSM at all. It's about this giving your trust into another person.
Yeah.
It's like submitting to someone is the biggest compliment what you can give, that you trust in this person, that you trust that person
Yeah.
will lead you correctly. And like person who's top in this relation, like it's extremely big how to say
I have goosebumps when you talk about
oh,
it.
you see. Yes, because like we're responsible for our subs.
Yeah, and you know this thing, like for me, I think not only for me, it's a big desire to have someone in life that I can trust with my
You
life.
see, yeah,
So
that's the
like
case.
for me, this is this kind of relations. Like if someone choose master of dom, it's giving a lot of trust and a lot of
And you know,
but
like
it's beautiful
yes,
if it works.
yes, and
Yeah.
you know the most amazing thing is that when you're giving such trust to another person, so you're giving full access to yourself. And by this you can take off, like in when you are with this person or under influence of this person, like you can take off all your masks, all your coping mechanisms, and maybe you can see even things inside you which wasn't visible even for yourself before, because you was covering this with some instinct things like to survive or so. So actually submitting to someone and also like dominating someone, like we need to really take off all the layers and really understand ourselves and really focus on our emotions and everything, because that's the journey and it's extremely beautiful.
You should do like degree from psychotherapy and other stuff, and like charge even more. And fun fact, because I had a sleepover here like tonight in this little room, and in morning I had a therapy, and my laptop was on this cage, so it was combo of everything. We're talking like therapy on a human
How your
cage.
therapist did like the setup?
Like he's, I think, from the same kind of being fucked up that me, but
Like
in other ways.
Like
so
it
he can
was
hear me.
cool but not surprising.
It was not surprising and definitely not something that wasn't matching with me.
All right.
So,
Yeah, of course.
like I'm also, like you said, very open-minded to many things,
Yes.
but I'm also scared of many things, and I think also that even the BDSM word is very not much explored word by me. It's maybe it's why I'm asking so much questions, because still I'm a bit afraid of even trying things that that I have this little doubt that maybe that will be very like that I will be very out of my comfort zone, and
Yes.
it's even
It's
it's
understandable.
different and sometimes harder fear than for example before boxing sparring or before public speech
course.
or before other
Of
things.
course,
Yeah.
because like in neither in public speech, neither in a gym or something, no matter like how stressful it can be, no matter how painful it can be, you not taking off your guard.
Yeah.
And when you are in like very deep BDSM play, you're just taking off your guard, and even if you're trying to keep them, so amount of pain, amount of mind games, like understanding in what situation you are, this can take out more this covers than you even want to. So of course it's much more dangerous situation emotionally, especially much more. But that's why it's extremely beautiful, like for example, I love the most when I have like long relations with my subs already, and when we're digging in our fetishes, which was for them untouchable because of the ego.
Yeah.
Like for example, like the easiest explanation, like feminization.
Yeah.
For a lot of guys, like I'm saying that I like it very much, but they like no, like this, no. For me, it's no go. But like we have relation long term, we're speaking about many things. I'm mentioning this from time to time, even not on purpose, that I like this fetish, this feminization. And at some point, they proposing that they can do this for me, even though it was so no go for them before.
Whatever works.
Yeah, but it grow inside them.
But
and this is the most beautiful moment.
Only in this way, yeah, they can do it. But that's something that I could try, because like on one side I feel like this primal side inside me, which we talked many times about, but on the other side, like I'm not masochist. I like few kinds of pain, not many. Like hitting, it's maybe because I'm from Praga district, but but not like this very long going and intensive pain, especially.
But was you trying any
But
time?
no, but what I wanted to say, that's how you say that not everything is obligatory. That but for me, there's no problem to like feminization wouldn't be a problem, because I like my feminine side, and also clothing and all this stuff. I think at some point I'd stopped so hard connecting with gender. So
I
for
think
me,
I
it's
think
more
I saw
like
you in a
trying
dress one day.
Yeah,
On
probably more than once.
Yes,
But
there was some.
It wasn't performance. It wasn't
it was
like
just joyful.
wearing
Yeah,
woman
just
things.
like-
It's just like, oh, nice
Yeah,
dress, like combined
casually,
with
yeah. Casually, yeah.
So feminization, I wouldn't even call it feminization. I would call it just like dress,
Yeah.
changing dress, changing clothes.
Yeah. In your case, yeah, most probably, yes. So like this is really extremely cool moment for me, because then we like I understand that we're going very deep, that this person really taking off like one piece after another to open up everything.
Yeah. And about pain isn't area which I totally don't want to explore. I think I'm at point that I can say it with no doubt that, for example, I don't want to do this specific thing at this day and don't feel shame about it. But when I look at it as a process, for example, like giving someone control, trust, and going step by step, it's for me it's kind of spiritual work. Like you, 2 podcasts ago with Mateusz, you said about monks, and for me. Pain, but in this, if it's also part of process of growing. Yeah,
because it is, like you're checking yourself, you're checking your boundaries, you're checking how much you can stand, and the more it's against you, the more interesting the journey actually is. When you're doing such things and you going more and more inside this pain and everything, it's also, it's like a chemistry journey inside your brain also, and this impacting extremely much.
Oh yeah, this feeling after prolonged pain when it's relieving is
Yes.
I think okay, you convinced me. I will try some things, but but you know, I'm maybe it's not original because no, I just wanted to say that for me, you know, I was raised by a single mother and by some aunties, and I have many female friends, and according to stars, I'm 60 or 70% feminine, and maybe it's not original, but it's like doing tasks for women. It's like it's something that keeps me going on and
Yes.
drives me to.
Yes.
So it's like long time ago. I hope I will do not totally fucked up the translation, but there was a Polish writer, Przybyszewski, who had said this sentence. It was very popular in high school and middle school. That horniness is something that drives every form of art and action.
Yes.
And maybe it's very simple, plain, like kind of philosophical Paulo Coelho, but when I just take it without this overthinking, it's, I can say that I have the same many times in my life when I had depression and when everything was fucked up. Sometimes this feeling that I can do something useful and with heart for women, and it's, I'm not ashamed. It works better with women than with men in my case. It's something that keeps me going. It drives. It gives me energy. It makes me feel I'm a better person at the end of the day.
Yeah, of course. Like this desire to connect somehow about like some relations, sexual aspects or so. It's like the biggest drive for all nature about everything. Like you can die, but you will still try to procreate or something like.
Yeah, but it's what I also meant, that it's that at this point it's not only about horniness, or it's like, for me it's next spiritual stage. That's
yes,
still
like,
have my sexuality, but that's what drives me. It's not this simple reaction that I'm going.
Yes, but it's connected very much. You know, like yes,
Yeah,
like
but it's
like deep down is driven by this, but it will like just playing more. How to say? Like
I'm building my like this long time, not like situational or but long time satisfaction from myself. I'm building not with only fucking or but feeling that I'm not, maybe not needed, but useful. That I'm useful for people I respect. In this case, women I respect. And it's really something spiritual for me, and it's really, I think, connected even before I started thinking about it with this with some older religions and forgotten things, that women were in the center, not without fucking rights, still in 25th century, not equal, but the goddesses, like
as a goddesses, yes, like about, it's all about this feminine energy. And really I it's very hard for me to watch, like when you see in our culture and everything that this feminine energy is dying. Like we need to do everything, we need to be equal and everything. And it's very cool to have possibility to be equal, of course it's important, but let's not lost ourselves very much in this, that from nature we are gifted also, and we cannot lost it in this all run.
I think I sometimes I'm think that I should discover or get from someone a word different than feminine, which can describe this very difficult to even touch with brain, this thing, because I have I'm saying sometimes that I have feminine part, but also I have plenty of non-binary friends, which use even they use like women's pronouns, but they don't describe themselves as women. But I also feel this energy from them, and I'm inspired by this energy. So, but it's also, I think it's different topic for different episodes. How naming can fucked up conversation.
Yeah, that's
Because
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, we
naming
can
is
talk
very
about it.
important thing. Like words are important and can be very hurtful even.
Yeah, so we can talk about it next time. It was extremely cool conversation with you as
Yeah.
always. Yes, like we're always doing this. We're just going, starting from one point and then going somewhere in totally wild field.
We need like 2 hours episode. Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
So when
yeah.
you come back from your trip,
Yes, we'll continue. Yes. Thank you guys so much for being with us today. I hope that it was interesting for you. If you have any thoughts, any questions, of course, let me know. And don't forget to click like, subscribe, and see you next time. Stay kinky. Bye bye.
see ya.
Okay.
To był za